It'd be really good? Munchos with that queso blanco shit.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No, that's disgusting. That's way too salty.
I love the idea.
That's why you have high blood pressure.
I'm proud of it. Hey, it's Brian Quain of Reason to Believe. I was recently diagnosed as neurodivergent, and I've been on a journey to understand what this means for me. In the process, I realized there's an opportunity to connect with others who share the same desire to learn more about being on the spectrum. So sit back and enjoy stories from my friends, my guests, myself, and the incredible journeys shared on these episodes. You'll hear about obstacles faced, victories achieved, struggles overcome, but most importantly, our passion for belonging and connection. We are wired differently, but thriving always. Reason to Believe is the reason we are proudly autistic. Now, welcome to the show. Hey, it's another episode, Monday episode, with your neurodivergent Brian and your
neurotypical Casie.
There it is.
I guess that's
it. Let's do it
now.
I mean, we might as well.
Okay.
You don't like it?
No, I mean, maybe.
Well, I got you the shirt and everything.
I'm sure you did.
No, I didn't.
I know.
But I will. I want you to be neurotypical and proud. I wish I was neurotypical and proud.
I'm not
turn off
100% neurotypical.
No, you're not.
I have so many things.
I think this is going to be a funny episode because this is another thing. It's got to be out there. I haven't looked it up, but it is something that obviously when a movie like Up comes out, okay, so let's just go down a few of the Pixar films that you would connect with where it's like, oh, in Finding Nemo, we have this line. Maybe it's from Dory doing something. So you're like, oh, I love Finding Nemo. Dory's my favorite because she go booga booga booga. Okay, great. You get to quote that. Then you have like, for me, when it comes to Toy Story, I think it is, I'm Woody, howdy, howdy, howdy. But everybody will do the Buzz Lightyear, like, what does he say? Like, to infinity and beyond, right?
Right.
So, for Up, it is the squirrel. It's going to be Doug the dog doing squirrel. But I feel that I do that a lot, where if we go out to eat and a TV's on, I have to. If it's on, I have to be like, I'm looking at it. I'm like not watching it, but I'm going, oh, that's coming up next. And what's that? Okay, I got it. And there's this.
I mean, I think that's just called shiny things. Shiny things. So anytime a shiny thing is there, you're just distracted. So for you, that's just anything and everything, right?
Well, I like squirrel because I'm doing a whole video on it, and so work with me here.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm coining this shit. Stay with me. Stay on track. No, but it is. I think it is because a lot of the time when we first got Rigby, happy birthday, I would be walking him, and every squirrel would just be like, and I was like, oh no shit. Shankly and Paisley, they don't care. But Rigby did. So today I filmed about 30 squirrels on the walk. About 30. I could count it. I can grab my phone, and there's probably 30 clips that I was just like, film. And I only wanted 2 seconds of each squirrel. That's it. I'm probably going to use a double bass drum or something to make this video edit well. And but I'm like, that is me. Like when we go out to eat, oh, that's going on over there. What's over here? Oh, shit. Well, let's this person's chair went like scraped, and I'm like, oh, now I gotta focus on that. Like, what are they doing? Do they need help? Yeah, TVs in a restaurant are, God, that's not today's Satan. That's my not today's Satan. That is crazy. So we go to the porch. You never notice, like, and we usually sit at the same table. Like, okay, so if we go watch NFL at the porch,
right?
Awesome. That's it. I just got a VIP pass to being squirreled. Like, that's awesome. I'm allowed to now go, the Giants are in front of me. I'm going to Reagan McNeil my head to rotate in a 90-degree angle. That's The Exorcist for those who don't know. And I can watch the Falcons behind me because you're watching them. And I can be like, okay, now I'm going to watch the Falcons. How they doing? Penix is throwing. God, that sucks. See, I put my heart out for you there. Michael,
thank you.
Yeah. Do you ever want Michael Penix to throw?
Oh, I absolutely. You know how I feel about him. I don't like him.
I know you don't. I know you don't. And we got to see his first game, right? That was his first game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
against the Giants.
Against the Giants.
At home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, my home.
Yeah, your home. Yeah, we didn't go up to the Meadowlands. I'm using quotes. God, I wish I still could say it was the Meadowlands. The draft is actually happening as we speak. Actually, it's Saturday, so yeah, as we speak.
Well, when this will air, the draft's way done.
Oh, way done. It'll probably be the NFL season starting. But yeah, like when it comes to purposely going to a place to watch something, right? Then I'm getting away with it. If it's the World Cup, the Euro Cup, holy shit, that's it. I get a month of like, I'm allowed to do this, and I'm allowed to be like, oh, what's going on this TV and that TV, and I'm okay. But even if it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, we're going to go eat somewhere, and there's a TV, man, that sucks. That sucks.
I mean, honestly, I don't know why you're saying TV, because it's just literally everything. It is shiny things, squirrel, whatever you want to use. There's never, like, super focus on anything right in front of you, right? You can be driving and you look at so many different things. Like it's all the time. I don't, you're always looking around. You're always focused on something else. And I think that was like something that was also hard in the beginning of our relationship, because I was like, this man is the most disinterested person. Like, he's so disinterested in anything I have to say. But now I realize you're never focusing on like what's in front of you.
I'm so sorry. What did you say? I wasn't listening.
Yeah, exactly. So when we go out, I mean, I think that's why I ask you a lot, and you get frustrated, where I'll be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" You're playing a game. You're talking to your friend. You're watching this. You're watching the video. I'm
playing your
checking this.
game.
I'm doing whatever. Yeah. I'm looking at this person over here. There's a dog outside. There's something going on. Like, there's just always something. So I think that's why a lot of times I'm like, hi. Like, I'm here.
You're always there. We're always talking. I can still be looking around, but I'm still in your conversation. 100%.
Yeah. So I've noticed... I mean, that's like something that we've had to talk about in therapy, or at least I have, where I'm like, what is, if we're wanting to watch TV, if I'm sitting there talking to you, if, you're watching TV, you're somewhat engaged with me, you're really engaged with what's going on the phone, so you're always doing 4 things, and there's always like...
But if there was a test after your 10-minute talk, would I pass?
I think
5 questions. Would I pass?
And
they don't have to be multiple choice. Just you could ask me and I could have an answer. Would I pass?
Maybe, probably. And there are a lot of times where you'll get part of something right, and I'll be like, what? Like, it'll be maybe the gist of something, but it's like part of it. I think you would get, out of 5 questions, you'd get 3. So you'd pass.
Can I get extra credit?
No.
Why?
Stop.
I like extra credit. I always fought for extra credit. Miss Liederman, my first grade teacher.
Sure you did.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't pass.
No, that's very true.
Yeah.
That's exactly why. Yeah. Yeah. I was very dumb in growing up.
That's not being dumb.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I probably could have done well. Well, Mrs. Liederman fought for me to be a better speller.
Well, you weren't given the proper tools. You're dyslexic, and I don't really feel that maybe you were honestly just given the proper tools, right? Like, someone can be diagnosed with something, and that's great. I could tell you all day long, like, hey, you have cancer, and if you do nothing about it, like, if you're not given the tools to try to either, heal or overcome, then you just have something where put in special classes that actually helped? Were you given
Yeah,
other
they
tools?
tried. Yeah,
Were you-
there were special classes, but nope, that was. So
Maybe
here's
they
the other
weren't
thing.
geared towards you,
Yeah,
though.
and then there were after school things that mom was just like, I don't want to drive them, like da 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 da, things like that. 100%. Obviously, no iPads, no computers like that. I mean, I had computers as a kid because, once again, there were the Freedmans. There's a documentary that my friend Andrew did called "Capturing the Freedmans." That when that was happening, this father and son had computer classes in their basement. And once that was happening, my mom was like, you're not going over anywhere. Like, you're not, nope. And you're like, we're going to get you a computer for home and you're going to learn that way. And that's how I did it. I which I think I would rather have had anyway. I would not want to go somewhere.
Well, I don't think you send your kid to someone's basement.
Well, we're also
that's
in
the
Florida, so there's no basements.
Well, then, Brian, fuck off. I've got nothing.
Your microphone's like 2 miles away.
I know.
Yeah. Is it because it's smelly?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
I was like, it smells like Rigby's.
was trying to read.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh. Are you squirreling right now?
No.
Okay.
I mean, clearly it's my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then we're going to make this week short. So let's do it. Yeah, squirreling, that is something that parents, if your kids are squirreling, there's a reason why. You know, if you realize they are on the spectrum or you're not self-diagnosing, but you're seeing these symptoms and things like that, it's totally normal. Totally normal. Patience is such a virtue with something like that because nothing hurts worse than when any parent can call you spaz, slow, stupid, or the R word. So, you know, this is something to have patience with, and I love you very much for having patience with me. You don't laugh at it. I could see sometimes you're like, oh God, I'm gonna kill this guy, but that's where my brain goes. Sorry.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be annoyed by those things. I mean, I do. Like I said, sometimes I'm just like, I'm like the most boring human. Brian's disinterested and stuff, but like I know better now.
Mm-hmm.
I know better, you know. So and I've come to, you know, understand that like you being on the phone is just it's a tactile thing. It's multiple things, right?
Right.
It's you always having to touch something. It's
Yeah.
you twisting your hair. It's you twirling.
Well,
the
yeah.
stuff
My
on
hoodie.
your
Yeah, my hoodie string. Right. So here's the thing.
And those.
Do I get a fidget spinner? Do I get something like that? Because, you know.
I've been looking into getting you all kinds of stuff. Remember those stickers?
Yay. Oh, man. Yeah.
Put them on like a keychain.
Yes. I want to make those
we
for
can
a
try
reason to believe.
like,
I do.
You know,
Yeah.
figure some things out.
You know
so
who we
that
talked
it's
to?
not like picking at your face or twirling your
Oh, I
hair.
have a new picking on my face right here.
But you.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
You.
Scratching my beard. That's
you
so
pull.
gross. Oh, I pull.
You
Yeah.
pull
Well, that was my
the
dad.
hair.
My dad would curl his hair, like twirl his hair, and also my grandma
Yeah, but you do
on my
that
mom's side. Yeah. Yeah. And
But
I'll pull. I'll
your
pull.
beard hair.
Yeah.
So you know.
I have to. Yeah. Like my hands have to.
Understand.
And one of the coolest things ever was my buddy Keith Mercer. I, knowing I was a drummer, but also I always kind of said, maybe I do get into guitar, like learning. And he's like, yeah, you should. Never have, right? Even though we have a guitar at home, maybe I should pick it up. But he said, if you could do this with your fingers, which is tapping your thumb to your index, then your middle, then your ring, then your pinky, then your ring, then your middle, then your pointer. Like if you could keep doing that in a repetitive motion, like, yeah, just keep doing that and you'll learn how to like, you know, with the chords. And I went, are you kidding? I just do that because I'm like thinking about something, you know. And when he watched me do it with two hands, he's like, so do you play with your left hand or your right hand? And I was like, I'm a boy. I was like, but
ambidextrous.
I'm ambidextrous. But no, I said like, yeah. And when he watched me do it with two hands like that, he goes, well, you're definitely a drummer. But he was like, man, like a lot of people, I could actually play guitar left-handed if you asked me to. Yeah, I'm watching you, and that's awesome.
Can people not do that?
I guess so. Yeah. And then when I ask people sometimes, I'm like, can you do that? They're like, oh, wait. They're like, hold on. I got to start with this hand, and let me see if I can do it. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't
If
know.
you're driving, do not try it. If you're at work, try it. Try it. See if you could do. So again, it's just you touching your pointer, ring. Pointer, middle, ring, pinky, then your ring, then your middle, then your pointer, then your middle, then your ring, then your pinky. I lost my breath on that. So yeah. But things like that. Like I always fidget. I'm always tapping. I'm always doing something. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yep. And that's how this all started. The repetitive motion and repetitive speaking and, you not putting up with it. So there it is. Yay, here I am. And you think I judge.
How do I not put up with it?
Oh, no, you did. No, I'm not saying you did. I was kidding.
I'm like, what's happening?
No, you were just like, this guy's crazy. So thank you. Thank you for squirreling. Just put a feeder outside and I'll go out and climb a tree and eat out of a... I love to eat any kind of nuts, walnuts, pistachios. Oh, it's like that scene. It's like that scene, yeah, in Best in Show. I love that. Macadamia nut, pine nut. Okay. Thank you, everybody. If you've never seen Best in Show, this episode is brought to you by Christopher Guest's Best in Show. Everybody in there, from Michael McKean to Parker Posey. I mean, look, Jennifer Coolidge's best role. Jane Lynch, Jennifer Coolidge. What did I say? Jennifer who? Jennifer Coolidge. Coolidge. Hands down. Her best role, not Minecraft. All right. I want to thank everybody. What's your final thought?
I think that we have to stop asking me about final thoughts.
I like your final thought.
I don't ever have one.
Okay, then say goodbye.
All right, goodbye.
Bye, everybody.